Okay, I feel like I'm somewhere between lamb chops and Teletubbies there with that. Anyway, I had an unfortunate shopping Saturday, and I have this thing, I will probably never get over it, no matter how much money I have or professional counseling, but I feel really guilty when I spend any money on anything at all. Like, a little less guilty for grocery shopping, but still, there's this horrible feeling inside me anytime I spend money or really do anything with money other than add a check into my checking account balance. It's like really, I would, do anything to avoid it, pretty much. I like shiny things, I like getting new things, but I don't like to swipe the card or put out the cash or balance my checkbook afterwards. It makes me sick, like physically ill. Aside from that, so I now have a major problem. I mean, it was a problem before. It's now an even bigger problem. I am really determined to either work out like 2 hours a day or quit eating. My bust is now measuring 45.5 inches, but my waist is only 32 inches, so I've gained an inch in my bust and lost a half inch in my waist over the course of the past year. A bunch of the stuff I bought in October and didn't really wear because it wasn't really, fall winter stuff, does not fit everything. And I just got this shirt today. Is pulling here like severely, and then you get the Empire waist stuff, and it's like the Empire waist is sitting here, and then every time I lift my arms, there's just like, then the shirt's like, it's really terrible. So I got this at Old Navy today, and you know how vanity size they are. This is an extra large, so that's really like a triple extra large in real world sizes. So that's where I'm at least this is a vintage cut, so it's not like billowing out here, because that's where I'm at with clothing, and I dislike the way most of the stuff in my closet fits me right now, especially tops and dresses. Like, I have a single blouse that fits me, and everything else I'm like, this is so terrible, I'm so embarrassed, I'm so uncomfortable, I feel so ashamed, and there's nothing I can do, it seems like, because yes, I can lose weight, or I can lose a small amount of weight, but to lose more than 10 or 15 pounds just really doesn't seem possible or sustainable while I'm on fucking birth control. And I'm changing from NuvaRing to Seasonique in May, but I don't think that's going to be any better because it has an even, or Seasonique Low, it has an even higher estrogen. It's just a different and lower whatever, I can't fucking say that word. I know what it is. But, yeah. So, this was, really my mission was to get Seed Starter, which I did, and to go to the post office, which I did, and then I thought I would go grocery shopping, and I would go to Target, and I would find this at Target, but no, I did not find this at Target, so this was like my day's adventure and the prize at the end of the adventure. I got a sample of this in an Ulta purchase back last fall, finally used it all up. I love this hairspray, and I needed more. So, I didn't do what I said I was going to do. I didn't clean out my closet first. I got this shirt. This is Perception Concept, and it came from Ross, but compare $24. And it was at Ross for $6.99, and I got it at the resale, like, clothing consignment for $5.50. And she had like a bajillion gazillion things out, and this is the only thing I found. I tried on one other shirt that I kind of liked, but it was horrid with my boobs, as is almost everything. I can try on 200 shirts and come out with two that I'm like, okay, I can deal with this. And I'm not happy with it, but I can deal with it, like this t-shirt and that shirt. So, and I got another of the vintage cut Old Navy t-shirts. Surprisingly, the quality, it's very, very poor. And of course they're very, very cheap, so what do you expect? They now have like paper tags, which make this horrid, awful sound, but at least it was inspected by quality control, so I might cut the tags out of them. They're just pretty horrid, but I like this is like an orange sorbet color if it's coming through on the camera at all. They're $5 right now. I think their regular price is $9.50, but if you paid that much, you're an idiot. So, I got that. And then I got this, like, white and red flower. Oh my god. There you go. Peasant blouse. And so the problem with Old Navy also, other than being too big in the waist, once you get up into an extra large or whatever, it fits kind of around here, but then there's like, my boobs are just like all over, they don't like project out or, so then you start getting into scandalously low cut, like if I pull it down or there's too much room from the shoulder to the boobs, I'm not really sure what's going on as far as that goes, but it's really, really low cut. It's almost like, yeah. Same thing with this one, so hopefully I can find some, and this string, it's just for decoration. It doesn't actually pull it in any tighter. This was $15, originally $17.94. And actually shopping and seeing how much prices of clothing has gone up, and how I can't say the quality has really gone down from last season, but the prices have gone up, and even if you had the money to spend, you couldn't buy, at least where I live. Now, maybe if you're in a bigger city, they have more high-end stuff and you have more options, but even going at Macy's, this is pretty much the same quality as like the layering t-shirts I got at American Eagle for $5 to $10, or this stuff at Old Navy. There's not any quality tailored clothing. Like, even if you were a normal proportioned person, human being that could buy clothes off the rack, you couldn't buy anything that would last more than a season or a half dozen washes or whatever before it started looking terrible. So that's also kind of a point where I'm at. Stuff that I bought since 2010 is just absolute trash. It doesn't last anymore. But yeah, so I went to Old Navy, and then I went to one of the stores at the mall looking for this that I couldn't find at Target, and they didn't have that. They were like, oh, we're not going to carry that anymore. And I'm like, oh, really? Okay, I guess it's my fault because I haven't been buying it. But apparently no one else in town buys it. I got the Bedhead Rockaholic Dry Shampoo because I've been using because it was the only thing they had at Rite Aid, and I was desperate. So I got this. This was actually kind of pricey. I probably should have got it on Ulta or something. It's $22 for the full size. And this I got for half off of $19.95, so it ended up being like, I don't know. And, apparently there's this store I'm supposed to check out. I won't tell you the name because it's local. I got some Assets. They're by Spanx. Nylons. So we'll see how they, or pantyhose. We'll see how they hold up. I'm down to one pair. Silkies are my favorite, but in order to not pay for shipping, I have to spend like $50 or something. So anyways, I just got one pair. I like the Asset tights I have, so, and I couldn't remember what size I have, so I hope I got the right size, because I got one size down from what I think my weight is. What my weight was last time I was weighed at the doctor's. But I typically find with stockings, if I go by the height and weight that I am, then I'm pulling them up over my boobs, because I'm not that fat. I'm like a freak, but I'm only a little fat. And then I got these tights. They're like footless tights, so I was thinking, okay, pull out some of the shorter spring colored skirts. I think I have some of those. And then wear these underneath, because it's, especially if I can get away with wearing sandals, it's still in the 40s in the morning. I know the rest of you are probably like, I wish it would be 40 at all. Oh. Still stuck in the throes of winter. So then on my adventure looking for hairspray, I went to Macy's, because I was like, oh, maybe I went to, back up. Okay, so I went to Target first, right? After I got the shirt at the resale store. Because Target carries TG products, right? So I thought I could get this at Target. And no. So I went to Target, I got those tights and stockings, and then I got another one of the mini Pixie Flawless and Poreless Primer.